Hello everyone, PLG here, and welcome to another episode of Starcraft on Android. This time we'll be playing through the 6th mission of the Terran campaign in the original game, not the Brood War expansion. So for this episode I will allow myself to skip the cinematic, so the downing of Norad II, and the introduction of the mission, because honestly I think we've all seen them, and I'll give a let's say quick walkthrough of what happens in this mission before the mission itself, so that those episodes can be a bit more, quick. Alright, so this time we go straight to the mission. So let's assign all of our control groups, even though we won't be using them for too long. Okay, so let's rescue this base and set the fire button 3 marines into 1 bunker, and of course the classic save this engineering bay, or it will absolutely burn down because its health is in the red. Okay, let's send Jimmy through the base to rescue it. Alright, all done. So let's start our SCV production. Of course, maybe I shouldn't have actually saved this engineering bay as much as I did, because of course it wasted all of my money. Okay, so of course we have to save Prince Edmund Duke from his oppressors. I love how Duke isn't, I guess, too strategic enough to put his marines in a bunker. Absolutely wonderful tactics from him, of course. So now let's just get more SCVs for now. Of course, let's get Jimmy to spread his mines all around the base. Those mines actually won't probably do that much, but if you've played online pretty much any time, you know that the mines are very useful as early, I guess, warning that enemies are coming. Although in those missions the enemies aren't actually all that intelligent, let's say, because it's an early mission. So yeah, they're probably gonna walk straight into those mines. So we get introduced to goliaths in this mission. Goliaths are absolutely epic, except for their stupid pathing, but that's to be expected of this game. At least they're not dragons when it comes to pathing. They do not get lost on literally every single possible ramp in the game. The Goliaths would be quite useful actually this mission, even though there are a couple of ramps. They probably won't have all that much of a trouble with them, let's be honest. Okay. So we're not going, of course, bio this time. We could make a couple marines, but why? Why would I do it? So let's fix up all of those things right here. And actually we need an academy. We absolutely need an academy for marine range, and of course for firebats, which are not as bad. Of course, I've mentioned this before, but they're not as bad of a unit as in Starcraft 2. So, minerals, the classic. And of course I forgot the crucial part. Speed to max. Ain't it wonderful playing on, I think it's 1.16, because that's the version I got to work on my phone. I could probably mess around a bit more and get other versions to work, more modern versions, but 1.16.1 ain't so bad after all. So how's Duke doing? He's doing fine, I guess. So actually, I kinda wanna try a strat I did back when I was, well, playing first through this on a phone. That strat being actually making a factory in here and building up Goliaths and destroying the orange zerg, so the zerg that's all around here. I cannot really show it right now on the map. That's all around, well, the Duke's crater, let's say. And, well, destroying them from the inside.
Your forces are under attack.
Of course. So let's get a com set.
Not
Of course,
enough
not enough
minerals.
minerals.
Not enough minerals.
Oh yeah, of course.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
How could I forget? It requires Vespene. Alright, it's 50 Vespene, right?
Insufficient Vespene gas.
I could probably check. Yes, 50. Alright. So this SCV did his job perfectly. You can go right to the Vespene mines. Right. Let's just make do fire bats.
Insufficient
25th.
Vespene gas. Your forces are under attack. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Alright, as I've fully expected, a couple of zerglings
Add-on
hit the
complete.
mine. Right, you go here. And one more is on the way. So of course let's slightly improve our economy, because currently it's kind of garbage. I mean, 4 SCVs on my minerals, that's just straight up bad. I probably could have also changed the position of this command center, but it's too late for this now. Let's do a quick scan of our enemies, how they doing. They're doing kind of crap, they're not doing anything special pretty much. So now, small fun fact about the enemies in this mission. The blue zerg are actually in the lore called Surturbrat, which they're supposed to be this kind of like heavy hitting, I'd say, heavy hitting brute that's supposed to go after the Garm brute, so the orange zerg, and like, I don't know, finish off what they haven't already destroyed. But in the game they're not really all that threatening. And it's actually the only mission where they appear. And also I absolutely do see this attack coming from right here. And no, the Zerg were so stupid to not notice that I absolutely noticed this. Right. So let's make some more SCVs. Of course we don't want to over SCV, but it's better to have more SCVs than less SCVs, because SCVs are great.
Go ahead, Commander.
So, of course. So let's slightly fix up Duke.
Channel open.
And of course those Goliaths, because they are absolutely keeping Duke alive, in this case actually. Okay. So we can make a factory, because we'll be pushing with Goliaths through, of course, through our main base, and of course through the Duke base. But that also means that we have to destroy one of the bunkers, because there is no enough space for a factory. Am I right? Yeah, of course, because of a single stupid do that. So let's just get straight to it. I absolutely love this tactic of beating this mission through actually, you know, going through the inside of the enemy base. Although it's really well defended, it still shouldn't be much of a problem.
Go, go, go. Let's move.
So you create the factory. Now, where... Wait a second, did I destroy the wrong... No. Oh, wait a second, of course, you first need to make a barracks. Wait, am I stupid? I do not remember exactly where it's supposed to be placed. Because I know it's absolutely possible to beat this mission this way. I know because I played it through it before making this video, so... Yeah, of course, so let's also make an armory, because it will come in handy, because, you know, we're going Goliaths. Alright, let's move this guy. Maybe he was blocking the... Yes, he was blocking it, of course. Also, maybe, just maybe I can snack up a single bunker somewhere in here. Yes, I can. Of course I can. It will probably block Goliath's paths from there, but who cares? Okay, so do we have anything that's not taken care of here? Actually, not really. Okay, so Jimmy is actually kind of useful at the beginning of this mission. Let's try and pull some zerglings actually. Right, straight into the mines? Nope, they're not as stupid as I thought. Okay, you know what? Let's go full reach. Let's just build a second armory. Of course, there is no use for steam packs because I'm not going bio. So let's analyze our situation here. What do we have here? It's zerglings and hydralisks. And actually, I probably should start pushing sometime soon, because they're apparently getting upgrades, and we do not want to see that. We absolutely do not want to see that. Right, let's start our Goliath production. And I probably should invest in at least a single supply depot. Did he get stuck here? No, the do that is walkthrough, thankfully. Right, so let's go with armor plating. The defenses in this base should be enough to keep the zerg away from us. I'm not too worried about that. Right, Jimmy, so you go in here. Actually, I have a plan. I have a very weird plan. Goliath Firebat is our composition for today. And it's actually not all that stupid as you may think, because, you know, Goliaths have really great single target damage. And the Zerg, of course, have, well, you know, Zerglings. Zerglings are garbage against splash damage. And it just so happens that Firebats not only deal splash damage, but also deal 16 damage to small units, which Zerglings just so happen to be. So I think it will work. How's Jim doing? He's doing his best in the mineral line. I hope he's not problematic to the SCVs. Okay, a couple more supply depots. And let's start the Goliath production. This can go in here to be just perfectly safe. Also, I hope they do not have queens, do they? Even though they have tech for queens, I don't think they do. Oh crap, they do have. I hope they don't have spawn brawling, because that would be just absolutely irritating to fight against. Oh, I forgot that we don't get the second upgrade on this mission. Well, no problem. That's absolutely not a problem. This mission is still quite easy. More Goliaths. I should probably go
Not enough
for more
minerals.
factories, but yeah.
Not enough minerals. Your forces are under attack.
How they doing? They doing fine. Yeah, they doing fine. My Goliath is almost dead, but they're doing fine. Okay, that's at least not spawn broodling. Okay. I think if they had spawn broodling, they'd absolutely spawn broodling my Goliath, so I think we're safe from that at least.
Upgrade complete.
Okay. I think I'll be pushing soon. You know, let's just upgrade our firebats because we have the funds for that, except we actually don't because our guys are just depleted. Of course. Okay. Now the cumbersome controls squared because of course my phone, playing on my phone. So you know what, I'm kinda feeling to give it a save. You know, I'll give it a save. I don't know what this save was. I do not remember what this save was, but it will have to suffice. So the plan is actually, let's pull the guy here. Okay. Of course they're doing the pulling first. Amazing, that's what I needed actually. Although it wasn't bad, we didn't lose anything. Probably because it was a single Hydralisk attacking us, but yeah. Okay, so how many do we have? That's fine. That's quite a nice number of them. So a couple more firebats. I'm probably over firebatting right now, but you know, it's best to be safe. Because the firebats are really just a game changer when it comes to zerglings. Okay, let's pull them. Okay, the Goliaths now destroy this bunker. Alright. Marines go inside. Is this bunker really full already? Of course it is. Okay, so I guess they'll be standing here for some time. Truly exciting. Now I'm really scared of this song, but it probably should. Yes, of course. Thank you, Starcraft 1 pathing. That okay. So we're down a freaking Goliath. I love how we're at a severe disadvantage here because of the stupid. Let's push. Not only the garbage steering of the Goliaths, but also the. But we managed. Alright, we managed. And you know what that means. If there's a space, then we can put a bunker in here. And from here it should start going a lot better. Also, this will be wonderful. Alright, we're down on SCV. I probably should have considered that. Okay, actually cancel that. And we go full out Goliath right now. I wanted to make some kind of barrier here, but I guess the Sanks won't allow this. Okay, so we have our amazing army of 12 Goliaths, which is very bad actually. I probably shouldn't have done this because it will be a problematic thing when it comes to pathing. So we start out with those Goliaths. I absolutely feel like I shouldn't have made those firebats. Well, at least they'll tank a bit for us.
Target designated.
Your forces are under attack.
On the other hand, I kind of feel like we'll push through this. We'll at least destroy the Sultra bird here. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it, you know? It's going kind of okay. I thought it'd go worse. I'll absolutely have to lower the volume in post-production because everything here is so incredibly freaking loud right now. And yes, I know we're supposed to take a base that's like over here. Not.
Your forces are under attack.
I changed my hotkey. I changed my freaking scan hotkey. I always have scan on 4, and for some reason I decided to not have it on 4. I decided to also have firebats on 4, which, you know, it doesn't really work that way. Let's make a CC also here. Yes, yes, the campaign, Starcraft campaign, freaking place building. Okay, maybe it's not as bad, except for those doodads. Yeah, we've crushed them. Okay, so this went really freaking well. Let's also crush them here, which won't be as easy, I guess. Stop. Where is the damaged one?
Your forces are under attack.
Oh no, we've lost a marine.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
So, did they pull it through? They've pulled through perfectly. Yeah, they have 1 car pace. Really? Really? Is that everything you've got, guys? That's just freaking weak. You know what? Let's delete the zerg on this mission. Why not? I'm going full out. We're going all out. So this right here can go over here. We're building a second freaking facility. Why do I always call it facility? It's factory, not a facility.
Yes, you got it. Slam it. Systems functional.
So he did this part. We'll probably transfer the SCVs from here because we're already oversaturated here. Where?
Your forces are under attack.
This freaking damas.
Orders received.
Go ahead, TACOM.
I read you.
So let's do the Starcraft 1 original medic.
Systems.
Oh no, our goliaths have been parasited. What can we do with that? How much of a problem is that for the enemy that has map hacks anyway? Right, it's going amazing actually. It's going so amazing that I'm gonna start doing what the mission wants us to do, so I'm doing it in the wrong place. I should have made the starport in a slightly better place where we can already start the control tower, but we all make mistakes sometimes, don't we?
Your forces are under attack.
So you go and make the refinery. Not having access to all of those hotkeys very quickly is kind of problematic, you know? I mean, I get used to it after some time. I will get used to it after some time. But it still will be a big problem for a long time. So how's the... Damn, they actually beat it.
Channel open. Go ahead, TACOM.
Yeah, let's... Of course, we can't go full Goliaths because I do not have any funds anymore.
Insufficient
Because the
Vespene
freaking
gas.
gas.
I read you. I read you.
Channel open.
Alright, firebats go first because they can be
You got it.
the...
Naturally.
They're dead weight at this point.
Let's burn. Goliath online. Got my attention. You fired up. Go ahead now. Target designated.
Yeah, we'll blast through them like they're nothing. Okay, maybe not as much, but I mean it went quite well. We did push them a bit.
Go ahead.
This absolutely wasn't the greatest play ever, but it wasn't a bad play also. So we go the control tower. Yes, I know I'm blocking those minerals. I absolutely do know this. So Goliaths and more Goliaths. We're in Goliath town today.
Right away, sir.
So as you may guess, I'll be doing different compositions for each of those missions because it's a lot more fun this way, let's be honest.
Your forces are under attack. Add-on complete.
There may be some repetition,
Goliath
but not too much.
Goliath online.
Damn, those 1-1-1 Goliaths are just 1-1-1, 1-1,
Base is
not
under
1-1-1.
attack.
The missile upgrades are the same as the ground armor upgrades.
Reporting for duty.
So this guy right here doesn't necessarily need to do anything anymore.
Affirmative.
Go ahead.
Okay, at least he can heal up our Goliath. How those doing? They're not doing anything because I forgot to make them. Perfect. Absolutely freaking perfect.
Orders, Captain. Orders received.
You know what? We can connect those two groups actually, I think. At this point, yeah. Because there's not much in here, is there? Yes, a singular freaking Mutalisk. Perfect. Let's just get rid of this. He didn't even realize the AI is kind of broken, I think. Didn't even notice that the
Systems functional.
Goliaths were approaching him
Reporting for duty.
menacingly.
Right away, sir.
Channel open.
Yeah, okay, 10 Goliaths. If that doesn't beat this base, then I don't know why. What would? 12 Goliaths, sorry. Of course.
Your forces are
Staffing
under
problems
attack.
prime, I guess. Let's just go get them up this ramp. And after they get up this ramp, the hardest enemy is already down.
Goliath online.
Your forces are under attack.
Acknowledged HQ.
One more.
Target
One more.
designated.
Let's hope he doesn't get lost anywhere.
Acknowledged HQ.
Because they tend to do that quite a lot actually. Even they have really big problems with their coordination. I really love the Goliaths in Starcraft 1. They're so freaking powerful. I have the same feelings about them and the Hydras. The Hydras in SC1, if you've played it before, they're so freaking powerful. They feel so great to play as. They make Zerg a lot better. Even though actually I'm kind of a Zerg player myself, because yeah, my biggest win rate is actually when I'm playing as Zerg. So I cannot wait for the Zerg campaigns on a phone where I need to have a lot of control groups, because of course the Zerg is the swarm type aliens stereotype. So yeah, we need to swarm our enemies with all of my how many is it? 10 control groups. We'll freaking terrify them with my clunky control of it. I'm kind of scared of the invasion of Iron actually. It will be pain, and I know it from my personal experiences. Actually, funny enough, I don't know if I've mentioned this before or not. The mission I got stuck on in, well, my first playthrough of this, or my first test playthrough of this,
Your forces are
was
under attack.
Fury of the Swarm, so it's the sixth mission of the Brood War Zerg campaign. The one where we're supposed to kill those UAD scientists in the base surrounded by brown and orange Zerg. And let me say that this mission will be a big blockade. It's freaking hard. I can try this speedrun tech of like blocking the bridges or something on this mission, but I'm not too sure if I'll be able to do it on a phone. Okay, so they're cleaning this out. How are my dropships doing? Let's send them after Jim, and let's just send them
Your
straight to...
forces are under attack.
Did I send him there? No. Wait. He's inside the freaking... Did I actually muster up enough forces to... No way. I absolutely did not expect that. Those are probably the last two mutalisks of the blue player. Well, they'll definitely be his last mutalisks.
Your forces are under attack.
What's going on here? Not much. Not much. Yeah, let's save this bunker. It survived for so long, so...
Right away, sir.
Goodbye, last mutalisks of Surturbrad. Where are the... There they are.
Destination?
Now it'd be silly if my dropship died. Especially the one with Raynor inside.
I copy that.
That would be bad gameplay of me, wouldn't it be?
Your forces are under attack.
Hang on.
Let's
we're in for
clean
the
this
job.
up. Is there anything else in here? No, the blue player is gone. And honestly, at this point, no, I'm not cleaning out all of that
Go
crap.
ahead, HQ.
No freaking way.
I copy that. In the five.
And so the mission concludes. The
About the last folks I expected to show up. What's your angle here, Minsk?
Our angle? I'll give you an angle, you slimy Confederate piece of
Jim, enough. I'll handle this. The Confederacy has fallen apart, Duke. Its colonies are in open revolt. The Zerg are rampaging unchecked. What would have happened here today if we hadn't shown up?
Your point?
I'm giving you a choice. You can return to the Confederacy and lose, or you can join us and help save our entire race from being overrun by the Zerg. I don't think it's a difficult decision.
Join forces with you? I'm a general, for God's sake.
A general without an army. I'm offering you a position in my cabinet, not just some backwater post. Don't test my patience, Edmund.
All right, Minsk. You got a deal.
You've made the right choice, General Duke.
I can't believe you're really gonna trust this snake.
Don't worry, Jim. He's our snake now.
Not freaking Mansk name calling Duke. That's just nasty. Also, when we're on the topic of nasty things, those freaking Scourge at the last seconds still trying to destroy the dropships. That would have been absolutely disgusting if they did. actually connect. So this was this mission. It was kind of fun, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I actually been trying to, well, training up slightly on the custom games against like computers on the phone before recording this video. I don't know if this showed or not, and I'll also be probably soon uploading some compilations of all of the fails and wins from those, because those are pretty funny, and I've been trying to save as many of the replays as possible. So let's see the magic numbers, which, yeah, we of course didn't destroy all of the, actually some of the Surturbrad zerg were probably borrowed somewhere, or they were pre-placed on the map. The Gunbrute was absolutely annihilated, if I'm seeing correctly, yes. And as for structures, yeah, of course we didn't destroy all of those, because, you know, yeah, absolutely, constructed 5, that's definitely how it was, definitely not pre-placed like a 50. Resources, of course, the resources weren't anything special. So, thank you all for watching. Next time we will be getting to the mission, the Trump card. Normally not normally. There is also technically a cut mission before this. It's Biting the Bullet. So the mission with Duke as a tank, as a heroic tank, and with the reappearance of Surturbrad, and also some more interesting things like, you know, Tassadar appearing for the first time. So yes, we will probably play those cut missions, but it will come later, because I actually need to locate those. They're technically in the game files still, but they're not working actually. So at least for me they weren't working. So yes, see you all in the next episode, which will be the Trump card, where we get tanks and also science vessels, and also get ready for a small joke at the beginning of this episode, because, you know, if you've seen the speedruns of this game, you know what I'm referring to, and if you don't, then you're in for a very funny thing at the beginning. So once again, thank you all for watching. See you in the next episode, be it Starcraft or be it Diablo. Bye.